I'd been struggling the job I was in, and then I saw Brampton Recruitment as I drove past their offices in Newcastle, so I decided to get in touch with them via their website. I spoke with Vicky and went in for a meeting, and she was very helpful.
I was looking for a job. I actually worked in recruitment, so I had a very good understanding of the industry as a whole. I went online and found this job that Brampton were advertising. Contacted Brampton, they got back in touch with me very quickly. Service was very efficient, and they sort of brought me down to interview after sort of questioning me on the phone and building a rapport with me, telling me about the job. Went down, had a meeting with them, and then went from there really, but they were really good the whole way through.
I sort of looked at the different recruitment agencies, within the area and what sort of jobs they were offering at the time, and that's what led me to Brampton. They had a HR administrator's post available. Being a new area to me, I didn't know, where I was going or what companies were like up here. She just made me feel, at ease and obviously very welcoming.
I tried going it alone at first, but it's literally, it's really hard out there at the minute, trying to get a job. And Brampton, when I went onto their website, there seemed to be a lot of jobs that appealed to me, and also they seemed to specialise in graduate programmes, which I was quite interested in.
I first used them as a candidate probably about 10 years ago. They placed me with the company that I was working with previously. Within that company I then progressed, and then I became their client and actually contacted them to recruit staff for myself. Knowing Brampton's good record, they were the first person I thought to contact because I needed to work, and they sorted that out for me, so my lifestyle was able to carry on just as it had done with minimum interruption.
When I first started, I was a semi-senior accountant. I'd only passed one professional qualification, and now I managed to pass all of them, and I'm now a qualified accountant. On a day-to-day basis, I'm the first point of call for clients.
On a daily basis, I go out and visit end users. I also have distributor management responsibilities. So the area that I cover is essentially the Northwest.
I'm the sales and marketing manager here. I started as sales and marketing executive with the company, and then sort of been promoted to be one of the management. On a daily basis, I'm essentially bringing the sales in for the company.
I came to support the recruitment advisor. The team then had a restructure within the department, which was then when I was able to then apply for the permanent position. My role was then the HR administrator, dealing with the day-to-day inquiries, but sort of more on a higher level, to the fact now that I'm the HR advisor for the north of the county.
Brampton were brilliant. So from the first point that you contact them, they then sort of talk you through the role, find out about yourself. Then they sent me for the interview. They fully prepped me for the interview, so they gave me a really good understanding about the company and the people I was meeting. So when I walked into the room to be interviewed, I felt like I'd already known who was interviewing me prior to actually meeting them. I had a brilliant understanding, and then followed up after the interview straight away. After I sort of left the interview a few hours later, they gave me a call just to make sure everything had gone well, get my feedback from there as well.
Brampton gave me lots of support. They give me tips on how I should be during an interview. They also give me feedback on how the interview went, and we're regularly in touch after I actually got the job to see if I was okay in the role that they put me in touch with.
My experience, the best thing I could say is fast. So literally, I put my CV onto their website. The day after, I had a telephone interview, and then I was asked to come into the office to basically, sign on to their books. And that very same day, I actually had my interview, and 2 days later, I was told I'd got the job. I wasn't sure basically how long it was going to take me to get a job, but with Brampton Recruitment, it was so fast. Start to finish in less than 7 days.
Brampton just made it so easy. You just pick up the phone, ring them. It was like ringing a friend up, to be quite honest. So they were really good, and so they couldn't do enough for me. First point of call for me would always be go to Brampton. They're a really good professional outfit, sympathetic to everybody's needs, and match the clients with the right candidates.
Through my own experience, especially in London, you can register with the recruitment agency and just be a name and never contacted. With Brampton, obviously they kept me in the loop at all stages and offered, were making offers to me for different work. So I definitely would recommend someone who feels they need that bit of support or that encouragement, to use them.
I'd like to say thank you to Brampton Recruitment for getting me my job. I've progressed through my career greatly, and I haven't looked back, so I'd like to say thank you.
Yeah, obviously happy 10 years. Thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Congratulations on their 10-year anniversary, and thank you ever so much for placing me here as well. Couldn't be happier. Thank you.
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to everybody at Brampton Recruitment for all their help and support, and just how fast the service was. Really, it was absolutely fantastic. They were all, really nice people, and they knew exactly where to place me, and they had some, fantastic links.
Oh, they're just brilliant. Thank you, and thanks for sorting me out a job in the first place, giving me so many good candidates to work with as well. Positive feedback from both sides, and again, they've got me another job straight away with no problem. I can't thank them enough.